What's up, Sports Trigger fans? Today we're talking about the Indians win. The Indians win 21 straight times. Travis, are you ready?
I guess so.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the Sports Trigger. Travis, you sound a little down today. What's going on? Are you upset that the Indians have won 21 straight now?
I am a little upset, actually, because it's kind of discouraging because that just means that even if the Yankees would make the wild card and win, that most likely they could possibly get swept by the Indians in the playoffs.
You know, most likely, the Indians would sweep easily against the Yankees. Let's not even put that up to question. Do you think the Yankees would even have a chance at taking a game?
Oh, easily, yeah. Yankees would win one game. Yes, they would.
No,
they'd have a better shot than the Red Sox would.
Oh, better shot.
That's not
by
delusional.
Who you put on the mound for one game? Yankees versus Cleveland, say Kluber's going, or Carrasco, either one. Who do you put on the Yankees?
I'd put Sonny Gray out there.
Sonny Gray. Really?
Yeah.
You think Sonny Gray is like, oh, I'm going to march to the mound. He's going to walk right up to the mound, and he's going to pitch a gem to take out the Indians.
Doesn't have to pitch a gem.
No. What does he have to do? Yeah, are you saying Aaron Judge is going to go out there and jack a few homers because he likes to strike out?
I'm not confident in Aaron Judge right now. I'm more confident in Gary Sanchez, actually.
Gary Sanchez. So the faith of the Yankees has fallen to Gary Sanchez.
No, but he's definitely more consistent than Judge is.
Okay, I'll give you that. That's a fair point. That, and the fact that you didn't try and argue that Judge is very consistent and would be the player of the game or player of the series, that's important. So I'll give you that. That was well played, sir. I like that. I like that play there. But you have to be honest here. The Red Sox are better suited to face the Indians than the Yankees would be.
No, I would disagree.
No.
The two differences in the teams are, yes, Red Sox has better pitching, but Yankees have better offense. So that's the difference.
But you can't hit against good pitching, can you?
I want to see the records between the Red Sox and the Indians this year and the Yankees and the Indians. Then we can talk.
Look it up. I'll give you some time. I'll blab a little bit here. I'll give you some time. I know you can look it up. You got ESPN.com or you can go Google, whatever. I'm going to say the Red Sox would definitely stand a better chance. I'm not going to say they would win. But you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and say this. The Red Sox would beat the Indians today if they went to go play. Because, to be honest, I would rather play, today, whatever. I'm going to throw it all in there. Because, to be honest, with the team on this huge upswing, they're ready for a downfall. They're going to lose a few games. So if the Red Sox play them today, they would at least snag one from the Indians, and then the Indians would lose a few in a row. That's the series. Boom, bada bang. What do you want now? So, Red Sox, yeah, I love them. The pitching, they can stack up. They're gritty. They can hit. I would go Red Sox over Indians today. And in fact, if I'm the Indians, I don't know if I want to carry a 20-something plus game win streak going into the playoffs. There's no way they're going to win out until the playoffs start. But if they do, then I'm betting all the farm, all the money against the Indians to even make it to the World Series. And so that's the point I'm making right there. And I don't know if you have, does it even matter to you if they're still winning, if they're on this win streak, and how you view their playoff hopes? Or do you see them, no matter what, they have a great shot at making it back to the World Series? And so that's one question I have for you. The other question I have for you, is it more impressive as like the Cubs to break the, huge curse and win it all, and then the next year they don't make it back to the World Series, or to lose the World Series one year and then come back the next year and win it? So you have that 2 year, and you can even flip that around, win it 1 year and then make it back to the World Series the next year. Is that more impressive than just winning 1 year, breaking the curse, making the playoffs, and then not making it back to the World Series? Which one's more impressive to you?
Okay, so I couldn't find the records quick enough, but I definitely think that, so are you asking me for the Cubs standpoint, not the standpoint of the Indians, correct?
Right, so say the Indians they obviously made it to the World Series last year. The Cubs won, very impressive, looked great, but would the Indians have a more impressive 2 year stretch if they made it back and won it this year versus if the Cubs just make it to the playoffs and don't make it back to the World Series? Would you see that as the more impressive stretch?
Yeah, I guess it would depend in what fashion, because obviously, it went 7 games last year for the Cubs to take it over the Indians. So, I don't know. I guess it would be, I don't think it would be more impressive just because we're talking about the Cubs. If it was any other team, I would definitely go with the Indians losing last year and winning this year. But considering it's the Cubs, how long they waited to even win a World Series, let alone get to one, I would definitely have to go with the Cubs for now. But I guess if the Indians dominated in the postseason and won the World Series, say in 5 or 6 games, then that in and of itself would be more impressive.
See, yeah, this is the crossroads that I have right now. If the Cubs don't make it back to the World Series and the Indians do, in my mind, the Indians have had the better 2 year stretch if they win it all this year. No matter what,
right.
The Indians,
right.
By far the better stretch. Doesn't matter. If the Cubs even come close to making it back this year, so say if they, get to the championship series here right before the World Series, then, okay, that's impressive. Then you could almost call it a wash because they beat the Indians last year. But I don't think the Indians are going to make it back this year. So I don't think it matters. I don't think the Cubs are going to make it back either. So I don't think it matters either. But 21 straight games, regardless, getting back to the whole topic that we started out on, 21 games is just, you can't even put into words.
Well, you think of the pitchers that they've gone through as well. So this is the bottom of the rotation that they're winning with as well. Granted, in a lot of their games, they put up really good offensive output, but I mean, the bottom of the rotation pitching well enough to get W's, it's impressive. It's crazy, and I never thought that I would be around to see such a long win streak. Obviously, you hear about how the A's did, there's Billy Beane, the whole movie that goes along with that, Moneyball, and the fact that really it's happened twice since we've been alive is crazy, because there are so many baseball records that, occurred well before our time, and the fact that the Cubbies have won and these win streaks have gone on are just amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't even put into words 21 straight games in baseball, because you talk about team sports, you're like, oh, the team played a great. Baseball can have a pitcher that goes out and pitches an absolute gem, and you have 1 or 2 hits, and you win the game. And it's like, was it really a team game? Probably not. It was the pitcher. One guy. And so the fact that you win 21 straight games, there's no way you can pin it on one guy. It was a complete team effort. That's probably, when you have winning streaks, that's probably one of the few times in baseball where you can say it was a complete team effort. So, hats off to the Indians. It's awesome, but I hate to say it, they're not going to win it all this year now because they completely screwed themselves. You can't go on a streak like this before the playoffs start. Maybe if it was like a 4 or 5 game win streak before the playoffs, awesome. This 21, they would have been in the World Series by now. But since they went on it too early, shame on you, Indians. You will get beat in the playoffs. Thanks a lot. This is another episode of the Sports Trigger, and until next time.